Okay, so we're going to continue with looking at the question of whether or not Trump has a child or had a child that isn't publicly recognized. And to recap from my prior video, I get that it looks like he does. And I feel like it could be based overseas. And realize this is all allegedly for entertainment purposes, of course. But the cards show a relationship that was an exciting fling for him. But the moment that this woman became pregnant, I think very quickly that ended the relationship, pretty much, because I feel like she signed some legal papers to keep quiet. So I think this woman has signed some sort of an NDA type of agreement, and I'm shown a younger, that I definitely see that there was a child, that there quite possibly, well, I'm going to say one for sure. I definitely see the card that I would be looking for as a child, and I think there is one. But let's just see. What I want to know is, will this end up coming out? I feel sorry for this child because maybe it would be better if it didn't. Trump's name is going to be garbage. It's like, and my father was Hitler. You know, they may not want to feel so proud, but who knows? It's quite possible that the mother would be on good terms with Trump and quite happily, probably being paid. He's got more debts than he can pay. I'm telling you, what I constantly keep being shown by the cards is that he lives beyond his means. And that's why he has to get all this criminal help. Because he can't and doesn't have the skills to do it legally. Okay. How does let's see. If Donald Trump has had a child outside of public awareness, how does this woman feel toward Trump right now? That's what I want to know. What is this woman's relationship with Trump? So I'm wanting to know if Trump had a relationship that resulted in a child being born overseas from the prior reading. I want to know how that woman, who she is, and how she feels towards Trump now. Who is this woman, Tarot? Ancestors, Creator, Spirit Helpers. Who is she? And what can you tell us about her? And then I want to look at the child. I am using, in this reading, a new deck that I got for my birthday. It's Tarot of the Divine by Yoshitani, inspired by deities, folklore, and fairy tales from around the world. Very nice boxing. not overdone, good size, and again, really nice cardstock. So, I want to know about this woman. If Trump had an affair with someone that resulted in a pregnancy, how does this woman feel now? This one that I've been reading on, apparently. Tarot. I'm talking to you. Okay, well, I pulled the Hermit reversed. And that card just may have been the way that I pulled the card and spun it round, because I don't usually read reverse cards. So I'm going to turn this around. I think I did do that. So we get the Hermit. This kind of continues the story from the prior reading that will have posted, and by the time you see this, it looks. I was shown that it looked like there was a relationship with somebody overseas, and it was all hunky-dory until pregnancy. And then it ended, and it looks like there's some kind of legal activity about, I believe, keeping it quiet, not coming public with the relationship. So I'm asking about the woman that is inferred by those cards, and I get the Hermit and Justice. Oh my God. So I believe there has been that she lives very under the radar with that Hermit card, and on her own, but in quiet, in solitude, keeps to herself. And I think it's because there's an agreement that she worked out with Trump. I saw some sort of what I feel like is a legal agreement as a result, because I was shown a child, that there was a relationship, an intimate relationship, and I believe she lives under the radar, as I believe she agreed to, because she's legally signed an agreement to do so, and she's sticking by it. I think she lives a quiet life. I don't know that she herself wants the attention of being exposed. As far as she's concerned, she signed an agreement to live quietly and without recognition. Ten of Cups, that's a family card. And they're holding a baby. Oh my God. Take a look. See if this... Oh, come on, autofocus. Look at that. This is the Ten of Cups for Yoshitani's deck, the Divine Tarot. He's definitely, I feel like, had a baby with somebody, and this is a child. The Fool. This is like a new start, a gamble, a risk. And I think it's a new generation, actually, within that family. Another child. I do not know how old this child is now. In the reading before, I did get a knight and a page. So that, to me, if we go in a broad sweep, could be a fairly young child to a child that is in grade school, not a teenager, a child under the age of a teenager. And now the knight can be somebody from teenage years all the way up to 30 if they're kind of immature in a way. But you see, it's not so easy to interpret. Here are some of the steps you have to consider with the information. So it could indicate more of a teenage child. I would say either that they are still a minor, potentially, or a very young adult. I can't say for sure because I was shown of cards that could also mean that they are older. So I definitely see that there's a child though, and she sees that she's made a legal, is bound by a legal document or decision to live quietly. I feel like they do have a child together. That it was a result of, or it created a new situation, a new child, a new life, a new, so yeah, it created life. And the Fool might be that she realizes that she acted perhaps in a high-risk way, and they have a child as a result, so that they both did. It could be something like that. But that Fool, it's probably going to jump out at me later after I'm done editing, with that Ten of Cups. Definitely makes me feel like the feeling in the presence of new life and a child and a hell. I'm shown the couple with the child here. Oh, I'm sorry, you cannot see. Out of frame. Sorry about that. I get to talking and I'm looking at the cards and I forget to look over at the monitor and make sure it's all in frame. I'm getting better at it though. So that to me says this woman feels content. There's continuity from the last reading on this subject matter. Thank you, spiritual help. I feel confident enough to say, because of what I'm seeing, the pattern, the feeling, the fact that we have the moon in Pisces. I was born with the moon in Pisces and my sun in Pisces, and I'm a Virgo, and today is like, I should be able to do my reading work really well. So it kind of feels real calm and strangely like factly the way it's coming out. I don't always get that from reading to reading, but the same message continues in a certain sense of continuity here that makes sense as a story and as what the information that we're seeking. So I'm going to say it does. And this woman feels a certain degree of pride, especially in that child. And I think they have quite still potentially very loyal feelings towards him, Trump. If nothing else, they certainly are going to abide legally by what they agreed to. Ace of Swords. Three of Wands again. Again, the feeling of, then there's some kind of a decision where they're trying to expand or do something in their lives that gets them more opportunity. Ace of Coins, well, that's finance. It's financial. Well, if Trump, if this person is still a minor, and if Trump pays, and let's face it, Trump's definitely, his own sister said he's tight. That's probably, the Scottish are kind of known, and not to generalize, but I'm going to generalize. There's a generalization of a stereotype that, and of course not all of them are, but of the Scots who are extremely tight, and his mother and his dad was. So anyway, it doesn't matter. What I'm thinking is Trump would only probably be willing to send money for a certain time period, at least while the child's minor. After that, I could see him being like, nope, I'm done. He feels like that's his duty, that he's somehow met it. But I feel like they have some kind of an agreement or arrangement. I can't claim to know how it's worked out, but that's what I want to know. And this is maybe where this is going to come into play. If he loses his money and she depends on that for support, or the child is still a minor and needs that, how is that going to be? Or has this child already got provision and agreed to, and it's all settled? That's what because it doesn't quite look like it's strength. Definitely there's somebody setting out on a new path here, trying to keep control. But there's money here. This looks like this does fall under the image of the 10 of Cups with the family scene. I feel like this is support. That's what I'm trying to get to, and I think you guys know what I mean. Like, does he have yet to support this child financially? I wonder what the arrangement is. Did he pay her in a lump sum and said, here you go, now don't bother me again? Doesn't look like. It looks like here there's then going to be some kind of, with this woman, a desire to expand her income. And there's a decision to try to expand her income. And she's trying to keep some kind of handle or control on some flow of finance. That to me means there's money that she wants to have keep coming in. And if his resources are threatened and she's dependent upon his resources still, I think looks like she is, then she might have to come out of the forward. She might be willing to come forward or make an attempt to try to get more money out of him before it's gone, when he's wrapped up in litigation. That's what I'm thinking. Two of Cups. This is that relationship card. We get the Hermit, the Ace of Swords, and the Two of Cups. And to me, that feels like a severance of connection. Somebody that's going solo and severs a connection. Temperance. What's fair is fair. Balance. The right combinations. Bringing something to balance. And look, Two of Cups, it's also a balancey card, so to speak. Here we have Justice, definitely a card of balance. We have Temperance in this vertical row with that Three of Wands of wanting to expand and have something work out. I think she may yet be financially dependent upon him and wanting to secure her needs that way. Six of Cups, yeah, this deals with children, and this is right in the row of the Ten of Cups with the couple holding the baby, the Ace of Coins, money, and a card about children, the past. To me, this is a child and financial support for this child. She's wanting to make sure that she has what she needs for this child financially. And maybe she's going to be more willing, if that's threatened, to break any kind of an NDA that she may have signed. Maybe that's what that is. Page of Coins. This could be the child. This is definitely the child, I feel like, too. In this deck, in this reading, I'm sorry. Because here we have the Fool. This is the begin. To me, this really feels like the child. A young child. A new life. A new journey. Strength. Learning how to control impulses. Someone that's empathetic, yet firm. Also, it's about control or controlling. So it can be about controlling your own lower instincts or somebody else. Either positive or ill-dignified, depending on a situation. But it's like handling it tactfully in positive dignification. And that Page of Coins, to me, is the child. And the child's, this whole reading, is that this woman I'm being shown cares maybe not so much I don't really see any antagonism toward him at all or anything. I feel like it was a very close relationship. You can see down here with the Two of Cups. And I believe that she acquiesced to agreement to the NDA and quite fine just to keep quiet. She's financially supported, but it looks like her concern now, or has been, is just that there's money for this child. The support to, a proper concern if you have a child. And wanting to maintain, to make sure that this child has greater opportunities in their life and is well looked after. And that she has the funds to do that. It looks like to me this woman is agreeable, has been agreeable, quite happy to keep quiet and live without the public's awareness of who they are and the fact that she has a child of this man. That's their business. But looking here, this to me totally feels like the child's energy. And this is about the money that would be needed for the support of this child in life. Definitely she's going to do I feel like this woman's more inclined to do things more sensibly than Donald. That's good. Except for the whole thing of doing what she did to begin with that put her in this situation. I feel, and I'm not getting any, this is the other thing, the only court cards I'm getting are just the ones that indicate the child. I'm feeling like she absolutely is that hermit, doesn't really want the public's attention or invasion into her life. And perhaps she's quite happy to agree to a legal NDA or not coming forward. Maybe they have an arrangement, and she's only concerned about making sure this child that they had together, or she had, definitely, is well looked after, that she has the funds to give this child a good life. And it's there, folks. I'm going to say yes. Now I'm picking up on the woman. And financial concerns and support for this child is what is her concern. That's what the cards want us to know about this, the mother of this child. So I don't think she's going to want to come out unless her financial resources are threatened. Then she might be willing to do that. She does not want her life turned into a circus. Okay, now I just want to look at and ask, does she have to, can she remain anonymous? Will this woman remain anonymous? Or will she come forward for it because of financial need? Will the mother of this child, of Donald Trump, that Donald Trump is the father of, sorry, that's the rumble of my stomach. I want to see, okay, stomach, that's enough. I want to see if this woman will come forward, or if she's going to need to or not. Will the public be finding out who this woman is? You know, I say if she has an agreement with him and that's none of our business. That's her life, really, truly. She might be content just to live as she has been living if she has what she needs for this child. But will she ever have to come forward? Will this woman ever come forward? Will she ever come forward? Because of financial need or something else? Ace of Cups. Four of Swords. Four of Swords. This deals... No, I don't think so. I feel like these two cards are saying contentment, and this four is quite... she is bound by a legal agreement. We've seen that she is, and that is in her awareness, and that she has no intention so far of doing anything outside of what she is agreed to do. This is a card also, again, of quiet, of not ruffling public awareness, and it's even a card of sometimes, well, it's a card of stillness. It can mean that someone's bound up, as in this image, but in this case, I'm feeling like It's the typical Four of Swords of quiet, of silence, of retreat. And she's happy enough to live. I'm getting that message again. And I kind of felt it in the first reading that I did earlier today, that this woman does not want to be publicly known, does not want to come forward. She will stay behind the scenes. If she has some need, she may have someone act on her behalf as an intermediary if she has to do something, and have it kept quiet. I do not believe that she wants to become part of the public spectacle for even a financial concern. I feel like she'll try not to have to go that route. 10 of Coins, family and money. Queen of Swords. This is her. I believe her concern is about finance and about money and her family quality of life. She lives well is what I get. She's possibly an air sign. That would be Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. I feel like she's one of those women that has no interest in public life. And wants to be able to live the life that she's been enjoying with her child and her family. So, yeah, no, I really don't get the vibe that she's going to end up coming forward, or definitely that she doesn't want to. She's quite content. I'm getting that message again. And there's a good deal of money that she has. So I'm saying she's in good, I'm feeling like the card's saying she's in good shape. She doesn't feel like coming forward, so probably no. Let's just look. 4 of Cups. Here's boredom. The High Priestess is something that's secretive or not publicly given, not shared readily. It's secretive or not known at this time. There's elements that are mysterious. Nine of Coins. Living well. I mean, she lives very comfortably. Three of Swords, though. There is betrayal. Heartbreak. I feel like she lives a very good lifestyle as far as finances and physical needs being met. Well looked after. Very, very well looked after. But I do feel that there is an element of boredom that she has, and despite having all that money and all those neat things, there's a sense of loneliness, there's a sense of pain or heartbreak, a feeling where betrayal is concerned. It can be infidelity. But also the sense of maybe on a deeper level, she knows that she has settled for money and not for the relationship that she was having. I think she misses him, or at one point really did. I think broke her heart. Despite the fact that she's accepted the money, that she, it looked very romantic, what I got between them. This feels like it's there's the relationship with him that she had. It changed. That's what that death card, it ended and it changed. It went from honeymoon, lovey-dovey, to sign this NDA, please, and don't, ever admit that publicly you had any involvement with me. I will not recognize. Here's some money. I think but I feel like as far as he's concerned, maybe, or a relationship with a companion is concerned, there is a sense of she's got to keep this secret, and there's things that she would have liked to have been able to share. I wonder if she hasn't journaled some of this, though, because there's a lot of intense feelings around it with that Three of Swords. Yet I think I don't know if she feels like she was part of a love triangle, or this is her identifying as a homewrecker, so to speak. A mistress. Ace of Cups, Four of Cups. I think there was a lot more fun in the beginning, and now I just think there's a certain numbness. I think it did really break her heart. There's something about that. Well, we'll carry on with this last row of whatever her message is. King of Coins. This could possibly be a court card for Donald. The only other court card here is the Queen of Swords. And sometimes he does get the materialistic King of Pentacles also. This could also be another man that she may have married. She may have Donald's, for all we know, child and married somebody else potentially. This may not be Donald. It's just a thought that occurred to me. Maybe that's where all this other money is. Because I kind of felt like for a moment with that other card that even if Trump was sending her support, I don't think he would be sending her the 10 of Pentacles type of support. That feels much more like family money. I'm sure this child has been, it looks like to me that there's something with money there and that they have money. But I wonder if she hasn't married someone else after. I don't know. Really am not sure about it. Let's continue. That's where that card's throwing me. Is that Trump or someone else? Because it looks like there's boredom here. But it could just be like as far as a personal relationship that was once very happy is now not so much with this man. So that could be Trump. But she accepts it. She signed it. And she's agreed to it. Oh, the Tower. The false life you lived. It's next to that King of Coins. So, she might not have a choice in this. I think her secret comes out. Her secret of, oh dear, of having a child and a relationship with him that was secret, and that she was someone who was, I think, paid off and signed an NDA. But I think this could come out because, look, we go from these two cards of silence, this High Priestess and this Four of Swords, to the Tower. That silence ends. It's again a reminder from the universe of that's a false, that's not built That's not a house, you know, built well. This is living in a way that is false, and something happens in that silence. I believe she will be exposed, but not by what I'm being shown. It's really not by her own choice. Maybe an outside circumstance based on Donald and his finances and the link to her. She will not be happy with that. The Hermit, yeah. 10 of coins, 9 of coins, the Hermit. See, she doesn't want exposure. She has a good lifestyle, and I don't think she wants that. I don't think she wants his problems to affect her life. But I think it could, in the way of that it will show. Whether she can keep her name out of the public spotlight or not, I don't know. If she's got this much money, probably. The Lovers. Queen. Yeah, she was, oh my God, when we read this way, Queen of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, and the Lovers. She had an affair with him. I don't know if she was married already. Maybe somebody of wealth. Ugh. Or what? Or if she married this person after the fact. But this is a card of betrayal. Did she have an affair with him while she was married to somebody else? Maybe a man that she found kind of boring. And that's why Trump, for some reason, I don't know, appealed to her. I can't even fathom. But I feel like this position of silence, I think, could change. And not by her own choice, but by circumstances with him. And it would show that the Hermit and the Lovers, that she was a mistress. So that's very interesting. She, I think, is yet a mistress that we are not aware of, and that's had a child and living a quiet life and does not wish to be exposed. But I think situations in his life going on may end up exposing her very quickly. 4 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Their relationship will go worldwide. Hey, everybody knows now. This is traveling the internets, the interwebs. Anyway, so there you go. There is, I'm not going to read on the child because I think that child deserves their privacy, and I'm a mom and I'm not doing that. So there's your reading for my birthday gift to you. Anywho, I'm happy to be 52, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Remember to like and subscribe, and if you didn't like the video, hit the unlike button. Okay, have a good one and stay safe.